There are moments in life when people simply disappear. No warning, no explanation, no closure. A friendship that once felt unbreakable slowly fades. A relationship you believed was part of your destiny ends without the ending you imagined. Doors that once stood wide open close quietly, almost overnight, and you're left standing there, asking yourself the same painful question: what did I do wrong? The first reaction is almost always self-blame. You replay conversations in your mind. You analyze every word. You search for the exact moment everything shifted. And somewhere in the middle of that emotional storm, another question rises: is God removing this person from my life? And if He is, why? It's easy to assume that every loss is punishment, that every goodbye is rejection, that every closed door is proof that you weren't good enough. But what if the very thing you're grieving is actually protection? What if what feels like abandonment is, in reality, divine redirection? We rarely see the dangers we were spared from. We only see what was taken away. There is a powerful difference between loss and pruning. Loss feels random and cruel. Pruning feels painful, but purposeful. A gardener does not cut a branch because he hates the tree. He cuts it because he knows that without removing what is unhealthy, the tree cannot grow as it was designed to. Sometimes, when God begins to elevate your life, He also begins to adjust your environment. Not everyone is meant to walk with you into your next season. Not everyone has the capacity to understand the transformation happening within you. And when you start to grow, certain connections begin to feel heavy, strained, or misaligned. But growth is uncomfortable. It disrupts patterns. It exposes insecurities. It reveals truths we tried to ignore. Perhaps the friendship that ended was keeping you tied to an older version of yourself. Perhaps the relationship that broke your heart was built on potential rather than purpose. Perhaps the opportunity that slipped away would have led you into stress, compromise, or emotional exhaustion. We often pray for elevation without realizing that elevation requires separation. We pray for clarity without understanding that clarity removes confusion, including people who bring it. We pray for peace, but peace sometimes arrives by removing what disturbed it. And here is something rarely spoken about openly. Not every person in your life was assigned to stay. Some were lessons. Some were mirrors. Some were temporary companions on a specific stretch of your journey. A few are destiny connections. Wisdom is learning the difference. When God removes someone, it does not automatically mean they were evil or malicious. It simply means the alignment has changed. Two paths that once ran parallel may now be heading in completely different directions. Holding on out of fear does not stop the shift. It only prolongs the pain. Let's be honest. The most difficult part is the silence that follows. The empty space where conversations used to be. The absence of routine. The sudden awareness that something has ended. And in that silence, the enemy of your peace whispers, "You were not enough." But what if you were not rejected? What if you were redirected? Sometimes we fight to keep doors open that God has already gently closed. We attempt to revive what He has already released. We try to repair connections that were only meant for a chapter, not the entire book. And here is the deeper layer. When you begin stepping into greater emotional maturity, deeper faith, stronger boundaries, and clearer identity, the circle around you naturally shifts. Growth changes taste. Growth changes tolerance. Growth changes standards. Conversations that once entertained you now drain you. Situations you once accepted now disturb your spirit. That shift is not arrogance, it is awareness. And awareness often leads to separation. If someone left your life instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" try asking, "What is this making space for?" Because emptiness is not always a void. Sometimes it is preparation. Think back to previous seasons of your life, people you once thought you could not live without, situations you believed would define your future, and yet, here you are. You survived, you evolved, you outgrew, and in hindsight, You may even feel grateful that certain doors closed when they did. We rarely thank God for the things that did not work out. Yet many of those unanswered prayers protected us from heartbreak we could not foresee. There is also another truth we must face. Sometimes God removes someone not only to protect you, but to protect your calling. The higher the purpose, the greater the refinement. Distractions cannot travel with destiny. Misalignment cannot coexist with clarity. And that does not mean you are superior. It means you are being shaped. Shaping is not comfortable. Refinement involves friction. Detachment involves grief. But maturity comes when you trust that what is leaving is not greater than what is coming. If you are in a season where people are distancing themselves, where connections feel different, where doors are quietly closing, do not panic. Do not rush to fill the silence with noise. Sit with it. Pray through it. Reflect within it. Because sometimes the greatest evidence that God is working is not what He adds to your life, but what He removes from it. Now I want to ask you something deeply personal. Has there been someone recently who walked away, and you still do not fully understand why? Do you feel like you are in a season of separation and transition? If this message resonated with you, write the word trust in the comments. Let it be a declaration, not just a response. Leave a like so this message can reach someone else who is silently grieving a closed door. And subscribe to the channel, because in the next videos we are going to explore how to recognize divine timing, how to handle spiritual silence, and how to rebuild your identity after unexpected endings. Remember this, not every goodbye is a loss. Some goodbyes are positioning, and one day you may look back at this very moment, the moment you thought you were being abandoned, and realize you were being guided all along.